calculate the derivative of f of x equal to x with respect to x, the domain for this function is the set of RPL number. So this is the point of the domain set of the function f of x equal to x square. At this point, the value of the function is f of x. When we substitute x in x from the domain set of the function, the value of the function y will be calculated from x square, which is a point on y axis, because the function is defined on the set of RPL number, and this point is the point of the domain of the function f of x, and we add the change del x in the independent variable. The next point will be equal to x plus del x, and this point is also a point of the domain of the function f of x. So at this point the value of the function is defined, and the value of this function, at this point will be denoted by f of x plus del x is equal to calculated from x plus del x whole square, and this point is therefore on the change in the independent variable, there occurs a change in the dependent variable. This change is measured from the point y. So when we add the y, this point y with the length which is also called the change in the dependent variable, is equal to this point f of x plus del x. Therefore, the change in the dependent variable is y plus the next point according to the change in the independent variable del x is equal to y plus del y. This point will be a point on y axis, and is measured from x plus del x whole square. When we replace x by x plus del x, this point is measured from x plus del x whole square, and we have to calculate the change in the dependent variable. The change in the dependent variable is del y is equal to f of x plus del x minus y, or can also be written in the form of del y is equal to f of x plus del x minus f of x. That is, y is also denoted by f of x. This is the change in the dependent variable, that is f of x plus del x minus f of x is equal to the change in the dependent variable. This change in the dependent variable is due to the change in the independent variable. Therefore, we calculate the ratio between the change in the dependent variable with respect to the change in the independent variable. Therefore, we divide this equality by del x, which is equal to del y divided by del x is equal to f of x plus del x minus f of x divided by del x. And now apply limit as del x tends to 0, limit del x tends to 0, del y divided by del x is equal to limit del x tends to 0, f of x plus del x minus f of x, as f of x plus del x is equal to x plus del x whole square minus f of x is equal to x square is a whole divided by del x, and limit del x tends to 0. Suppose this limit is denoted by d divided by dx of y. Again, we apply the same procedure for the calculation of the limit of this function. This function is again in the form of f of x divided by g of x, and according to the condition of the function to calculate the limit of that function, when the function is in the quotient rule, first we have to write the simplest form of the function which is in the form of the quotient. That is, when the function f of x is in the form of f of x divided by g of x, and we have to apply the limit. First we have to write the simplest form of this function. Therefore, we calculate the simplest form of this function. Therefore, x plus del x whole square is equal to x square plus 2x del x plus del x whole square minus x square divided by del x. Cancel del x, x square, cancel x square with x square. In the numerator, the simplest form of the numerator is 2x del x plus del x whole square divided by del x. In the denominator, there is only one term, therefore this is already in the simplest form divided by del x. Now del x is common in these two terms. Del x multiplied by 2x plus del x is a whole divided by del x. Now the numerator cancel the element del x in the numerator with the del x in the denominator. That is in the there is the simplification is again, we can simplify again this function, the numerator with the denominator, cancel del x with del x. The last result, the simplest form of this function is equal to limit del x into 0 2x plus del x. Now we can imply the limit to calculate the limit of this function. Now, according to the definition of the sum of two function, when the function is in the form of f of x plus g of x, and we have to calculate the limit of this function, this is equal to limit of the function f of x plus limit of the function g of x. Therefore, we apply limit to 2x and apply limit to del x. Now, with respect to in the range the range of the limit, there is only the variable del x, and 2x with respect to the limiting value is a constant. This is a constant with respect to the limiting value. Therefore, the limit of 2x is the same 2x as explained in our previous lecture. That is, the limit of any constant is equal to constant. That is, the range of the limiting value is a variable x in this case, and c is a constant with respect to the limiting to the variable x. Therefore, the limit of this constant is the same constant as the range of the limiting value is only del x, and this is 2x is not equal to del x. This is with respect to the limiting quantity as a constant value. Therefore, the limit of 2x is equal to 2x, and the limit of del x the limit of del x in the del x is the range of the limiting value. Therefore, the limit of del x is equal to 0, and 0 plus 2x plus 0 is equal to 2x. D divided by dx of y is equal to 2x plus 0 is equal to 2x. Now, y in this case is equal to x square. Therefore, we can decide that the limit, that is the derivative of x square, is equal to 2x, which is our required result.